I be on the next only. I am fresh to death, just call the coroner. I'm a native champ, you just a foreigner. Is that all you got? Come on, you boring us. Hey, looking for the champ, we on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Green Park Hotel here in Pendik, Turkey. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the main event of the evening. This match will be contested in the super heavyweight division on the right arm for the East versus West Championship of the World. But before we meet our athletes, let's find out a little bit about what they have to say heading into tonight's match.
About 6 weeks ago, I had the abrupt realization that I was going to be here in Istanbul at East versus West on the main stage for the main event with Levan SAGİNASHVİLI.
ჩემთვის ალბათ უმნიშვნელოვანესი მატჩია ჩემს კარიერაში. უკვე მეორე თვე Devon's და იმას რომ ეს სრულიად განსხვავებული შეხვედრა არის პირველთან შედარებით. Devon ბევრად გაძლიერებულია.
You know, you feel it coming, you're training, you're going through the motions, and then you really realize it. You are going to be across from a titan. Probably the best arm wrestler that the sport has ever seen.
მე ბრუნდები ტრავმის შემდეგ და ჩემთვის ეს ძალიან მნიშვნელოვანი შეხვედრაა. ტრავმის შემდეგ ეგრევე მაქვს სატიტულო მატჩი და რა თქმა უნდა ძალიან დიდ მოსახლეობას ვგზნობ. მომზადებით ძალიან ბევრი ვარჯიში ამ მატჩისთვის, ისე როგორც ალბათ არასდროს და ძალიან მოტივირებული ვარ. Devonმა ძალიან საინტერესო მზა გაიარა ჩემ მატჩის შემდეგ.
And you try and find a way, you're trying to find a way. I've loved this sport for 30 years. I have ran to practice barefoot. I have not missed a day. I have not taken a vacation from this sport.
დაამარცხა ძალიან ტიტულოვანი სპორტსმენები. მინდა გამოვყოთ დენის ციკლენკოვი, რომელიც ბოლოს მან დაამარცხა და რა თქმა უნდა გიორგი ჩოტკოვი და კიდე ძალიან ბევრი. ვაფასებ მას როგორც სპორტსმენს, როგორც ადამიანს და ერთსული მაქვს შეხვდები მაგიდასთან. მე ამ შეხვედრისთვის 100%-ით მზად ვარ. და მზად ვარ გავიმარჯვო.
This is my greatest challenge, and I'm so curious. A year and 10 months ago, we all remember, Levan tore my bicep. I have become better, I have become stronger, and I'm so eager, and I'm so curious to find out where I'm at exactly. I am confident. I hope that I am able to build a cage for you now, Levan, and the cage will slowly shrink and shrink and shrink until there's nowhere left for you to run. Thank you for this opportunity. World title, East versus West belt, #1 ranking, super heavyweight division, legacy hammer. Thank you for the opportunity.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go! It is the main event of East versus West 12 here at the Green Park Hotel in Pendik, Turkey, East versus West 12. Let's now meet our athletes, starting with this man firstly. He hails from and is representing the great arm wrestling nation of Georgia. This man is a multiple national champion, EAF champion, and champion of the world. He is also universally recognized right now as the peak of the super heavyweight division. Tonight, he will try to grasp the title of the East versus West and take it back to Georgia. Ladies and gentlemen, look upon the Georgian Hulk, Levan! Ladies and gentlemen, I would like you now to welcome his opponent into the arena and onto the stage. Let me tell you a little bit about this man. He is a multiple national champion hailing from and representing the great arm wrestling nation of Canada. This former Special Forces soldier has held every major title it is possible to hold in the super heavyweight division and was formerly universally recognized as the greatest arm wrestler in the game. Tonight, he will try to cement his legacy by reclaiming that title in defense of what is already his. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome now, making his way to the table, the reigning and defending East versus West super heavyweight champion of the world. For some men, there are no limits. Devon!
You're rooting for. Just know the brand, the presence of these two guys have created an entire industry here. Along with Ingen Terzi, Neil Pickup, Coach Ray, Travis Bajan, and the host of arm wrestlers across the world, we should say thank you to these two guys. Now enough about that. Let's see who is the motherfucking man.
Ladies and gentlemen, no limits. Devon LARRATT will try to defend the title against the Georgian Hulk. Levan SAGİNASHVİLİ, here we go. SAGİNASHVİLİ in blue, the giant shoulder of the Georgian Hulk, so imposing. In the red shirt is the Soldier Boy Superman from the frozen north of Canada. No limits. Devon LARRATT, East versus West 12, brought to you by ESN in association with the Beard Struggle and Gold Star Coffee. World class super heavyweight arm wrestling, the pinnacle of the sport in the weight class. Both men shaking with the adrenaline that is coursing through their bodies right now. Supremely calm look on the face of both athletes, trying to not be overwhelmed.
Monumental task here, Neil, for the referee in charge. We know the writing on the wall, the elephant in the room is how high, how much manipulation, how much gas can Devon LARRATT extract from the super heavyweight champion of the world in Levan SAGÍNASHVÍLİ? Can he make this thing go to deep waters? Can he log time where Levan is struggling entirely too high from the pronation, the inversion, and the height? That is a good sign for Levan SAGÍNASHVÍLİ. The fact that Devon LARRATT is being reprimanded so early in this connection.
We're in the referee's grip. No limits
it's Devon Larratt in the
Covering my
red
knuckle.
shirt from
He's
Ottawa,
covering my
Canada.
knuckle. Do you see he's covering my knuckle? He's going to cover my knuckle.
Talking to Robert Cornick, head referee at the table. Levan, supremely confident. Down come the hands, be ready.
He's fucking moving too. Don't just be giving me fucking warnings. We haven't even started the match. Let us arm wrestle. Do
As
not just give me warnings
expected.
when we haven't even started the match.
We talked earlier in the month about needle movers and the fact that how can Devon Larratt get fouled out of this match with the amazing magnitude of interest. The reason we're here is because of the brand, the climb of this guy. We know the manipulation is going to start here. I don't see a match getting started for a while, Neil.
And away we go, little slip. We will go to the straps. Robert Cornick gave the signal.
The non-verbal from Levan is that, my man, you were completely pronated and turned in, and I can open your hand super easy. Levan SAGİNASHVİLİ did not feel what Devon wanted him to feel there. I'm looking down at the screen. I see the dot in front of Devon Larratt's name, meaning he already has one foul. Neil Pickup, unless I am blind, there was movement before go that did not get called. This is a very scary place for Devon Larratt to go down 1-0 without even getting pinned here. There's a lot of movement in the set grip. The referee is either going to have to call a foul or everything is starting in motion. We're starting to log time where matches we're getting the cadence, but there is nothing changing on the scorecard. Devon Larratt, the more turmoil, the louder he gets, the more yelling at the referees, the more, hopefully, the gas tank is being emptied from the mighty Georgia.
Here we go. You can hear the noise from this capacity crowd inside the green part as the hands come down. Those micro movements will be everything!
That's a win. Devon still arm wrestling as we're watching this. The rising continues to happen. Oracle has to be telling Levan, you have to get the strap off before you start again. But to me, that looked like a King's move, shoulder, competing shoulder under the elbow pad, and I can see the lights handling now. That's going to be the second foul for Devon, a first-round win for Levan. But regardless of the score, if you are an arm wrestling fan, you know what just happened. Devon Larratt is a man-child. And so will the rest of us. Ladies and gentlemen, I have said it before. I do not believe that Devon Larratt has ever went to sleep one day in his life that he and everyone else thought that he was the best right-handed arm wrestler on the earth. From the looks of that first start, there is very little doubt in my mind that tonight could be the first night when Devon Larratt rests his beautiful head on that pillow here in Pendik, Istanbul, and he realizes that he has done it. And listen, this would be an amazing feat for Levan to come back from that start, The only reason you can give hope is because we did see Gennady in desperate times be able to press. But I don't think Levan SAGİNASHVİLİ is built the same way that Gennady is. I don't think that Ron Bath tenacity resides in this man. I think that this guy is more of a explosive athlete, and now he has been compromised. Devon, no reason to go crazy. He's saying he lost round one on a double foul, and I agree with that scenario. It is 1-0 in favor of Levan, but that battle was won by Levan, but the war looks to be in very good hands. The Canadian has already shocked the arm wrestling world with that start. That was not supposed to happen, Neil. There was supposed to be some clear domination early and maybe the hope of running out of gas. At this pace, this 4-1 prediction that I had makes me feel really good at the present moment.
The demeanor of no limits Devon LARRATT is one of confidence. Levan SAGİNASHVİLİ doesn't want to get frustrated here. He needs to keep his mind on the task.
No, that's not the center. The center is here.
Devon LARRATT, great start. I'm sure when he pictured this match in his mind, he would definitely have settled for that start. Compromise the wrist and hand of Levan SAGİNASHVİLİ. Here we go. Watch for the hands to come down now. SAGİNASHVİLİ will be last. We will go into the strap match. No surprise there. Both men breathing pretty heavily, but the big question of the day is how much fatigue has been put into the hand and wrist, and will Levan SAGİNASHVİLİ, once the strap is applied, be able to maintain any kind of wrist purchase, or will he be forced to commit from the start to the dead wrist press?
There's no doubt, and I feel like where Devon's right shoulder ends up after the match starts, how much movement does he have? Usually, you're all about getting that shoulder away from the table, the hand takes the table, but with Devon LARRATT, with this awkward motion where that elbow is kicked out and his shoulders are back away from the table, he only leaves himself open to one move, and it seems like if you transition from the middle of the table to that press, he's kind of vulnerable. I don't know if it's time yet, but eventually, coming from that camp, you have to tell the Canadian champ, my man, lean forward, you're the stronger man.
Here we go. Referee's grip. Down come the thumbs. SAGİNASHVİLİ is wrapped first. Watch for the start now. Underway we go! Levan SAGİNASHVİLİ with the pin. And it was a dominant pin from the Georgia. Wow!
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we're here watching the match. The focus is all about how much has been taken out of Levan. The truth is, Levan is such a special athlete that what you saw LARRATT able to do in round one took a lot of gas out of the Canadian as well. I did not see that happening. This is an amazing. The only thing that I can see is how historic this match may become if, in fact, not only if there's a victory from Devon, but what seems to have to happen is a come-from-behind victory. But we got to get the big man in more cardiovascular trouble. As of right now, he seems to really still be in the match. Maybe that problem has been fixed a little bit.
Gymnasia, former bronze medalist at the world's strongest man in the corner. And Levan SAGİNASHVİLİ, as we see the capacity crowd here inside the green part. So much energy throughout tonight. Jody LARRATT and Auden LARRATT in the corner of Devon. Levan SAGİNASHVİLİ, we thought his wrist and hand were potentially irreparably compromised there, but they were not irreparably compromised. They were just fine, and he put it down in the strap. We're going to the ref's grip again.
Great job from Levan there, not letting the peer pressure and for Devon to goad him into pulling, using any energy that's not associated to the set grip and in the strap.
Pull me like, what the fuck?
Shoulder. Let him freeze. The shoulder back. Shoulder back. Shoulder back. Shoulder back.
The shoulder is
Yes.
fine.
Down come the hands, be ready. We'll go to the strap once again. Very little surprise there.
The power of Levan SAGİNASHVİLİ. Listen, the same movement that you saw Devon LARRATT apply to Gennady, the same pressure you saw him apply to Michael Todd, the same pressure that gets applied to Hermes Gasparini, the same pressure to Evander Prudnik. The forego, the rolling out is not affecting the hand and wrist of Levan SAGİNASHVİLİ because the referee is trying their best to stop the early movement. Devon's just simply not listening, and even though he's moving, Levan's not affected the way that the other opponents were affected.
Strap being applied and tightened down. Still a great deal of focus on the face of the Canadian. That's the reigning champion.
Look at the height of Devon's hand there. If they
The webbing.
tighten that down without evening them up, and they did not, listen, this
Here we
should
go.
easily be another case. Look at the height of Devon LARRATT. Is there a policia in this building? Get to the stage. Devon LARRATT is raping Levan SAGİNASHVİLİ in this set grip, and this is the exact side of the table that we saw the 20-second match. Levan may not be able to handle another 15 seconds of time.
Here we
Look
go.
at the height
Down
of
come the
Devon
hands.
LARRATT.
No start. We'll go back to the referee's grip.
Devon needs to be careful, doesn't want to compromise the strap and the setup that he has. Sometimes it's okay, do not move here. Let's get this match started. There's no
LARRATT
way this thing's
first now.
going quick.
SAGİNASHVİLİ.
It did not move off center. It has to move off center. It does not move off center, it's not a foul. If it does not move off center, it's not a foul.
Furious there. No limits, Devon LARRATT.
Center is towards Robert. It's towards Robert.
We're back into the
Towards
referee's
Robert
grip.
for center.
The set grip, the strap being applied, from what I see it, this match, Devon cannot lose his hand here. We're going to see again the stoppage of the match, and if Levan can push down again.
And away we go! Levan! SAGİNASHVİLİ. Decimation on that top row. Look at that on the replay as the hands connected. The huge drive of the Georgian Hope. The wrists remain robust and the bicep of Devon LARRATT compromised severely. Look at that one more time. Down come the hands. And as Devon moves back, that counter drive from Levan, just too much.
Absolutely. But listen, I don't think that you understand, ladies and gentlemen. This gentleman in the red is so strong today. He is so high. His connection is so awesome. He has this man exactly where he wants. This power that the Georgian is displaying here is absolutely phenomenal to me. I have never been so convinced that someone was ready as I was with Devon LARRATT. Now, this match is not over. This could be a 4-3 dramatic win for Devon LARRATT, but listen, you beat a man 3 times in a row. I don't even know if I want to talk about you have to be careful even telling the story of coming back and winning 4-3. Absolutely, regardless of how this ends tonight, Levan SAGİNASHVİLİ is a man-child, ladies and gentlemen. This guy is so strong that he is competing against. And listen, you take away the first start and then a dynamic press, which really shows his versatility more than ever. And then after that match, you see two dominating performances. And listen, Devon's given him everything, every trick in the book. The referees are trying. Levan SAGİNASHVİLİ, as much as I hate to say this guy may be the very best that has ever done it.
You can hear the crowd reacting to the drama that is unfolding in front of them right now. Levan SAGİNASHVİLİ of Georgia. This guy, famous in his home country, can't walk the streets without being mobbed. And his prowess at an arm wrestling table is the reason for that fame. Right now, he is 3 pins in front of the reigning champion, No Limits Devon LARRATT. Round number 4, Jody LARRATT struggling to get closer to the table, looking intensely at what is happening up there and screaming at the referees.
Ladies and gentlemen, if Jody LARRATT has a seizure right here, this will be the craziest arm wrestling show you have ever watched.
For the hand to close there, big drive, and we'll go into the strap match. Constant theme throughout this match. The biggest issue that Devon seems to have at this point in time is just that strength disparity. The overall top-end strength of Levan SAGİNASHVİLİ is truly unbelievable.
And how about how much he's matured from a non-verbal situation? There's no doubt that he is tired of hearing about the oxygen, about having the cardiovascular problems. This guy 100% is a bad man, and actually handling this whole thing with I mean, he's given the illusion that it's not very hard, Neil.
Arm wrestling is a strength sport, and tonight Levan SAGİNASHVİLİ is putting on a strength masterclass. His power is truly otherworldly. No Limits Devon LARRATT needing to look deep within himself and see if there is anything that he can draw. This man, a history of combat, a history of fighting. He needs now to fight for his title as the East versus West Super Heavyweight World Champion. It is under incredible threat from the man in the blue shirt, Levan SAGİNASHVİLİ of Georgia. Big drive, and it's over. The pin is taken. The match secured here at East versus West 12 by Levan SAGİNASHVİLİ of Georgia. The Georgian Hulk waves to the crowd.
What can you say, ladies and gentlemen? Sometimes, no matter how much you work, there are human beings that are just a little bit better. An outstanding effort from Devon LARRATT. From the bottom of my heart, we thank you for giving us the hope that something like this could happen. But in the end, it's a really tough battle. Round 1, who would have thought round 1 would have been the most significant round possible? And even there, the champ shows you his versatility. Ladies and gentlemen, behold, Levan SAGİNASHVİLİ has absolutely not shocked the world, but he has cemented his name, is that he is by far the guy to beat. And let's see now, in the crosshairs, I don't know another athlete that could give us the type of hope that Devon LARRATT did tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, regardless of who you were rooting for, you have to at least acknowledge that these two human beings were the greatest representation that we have to offer in the sport of arm wrestling. It was an outstanding try from Devon LARRATT, but in the end, there are a lot of people playing the game. Only one can be the best, and his name, ladies and gentlemen, is Levan SAGİNASHVİLİ from the great country of Georgia and the Georgians. 3 title matches today. 3 of the East versus West titles will be headed to Georgia, but none no more important than the Super Heavyweight Championship. Once again, I'm not one to brag, but I told you there are 4 belts. 3 of them will change hands. I thought this is the one that may stay. Samusha able to edge out the victory and keep the belt, but besides that is it. And look at the table. The wife of the late Andre Pushkar all set to give the championship belt to Levan SAGİNASHVİLİ. Let's go down to the stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a match. The Super Heavyweight Championship of the World contested here at East versus West 12. We're going to catch a word with our athletes, starting with the man from Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for No Limits, Devon LARRATT. Devon, I want to take you out of the moment for a second and just focus on some of the things outside of the match, some of the enormous strides forward and evolution that we've seen coming into this match, made possible by the journey that you've gone on with Levan. And it's fair to say that despite the fact the match didn't go your way, I know that you will stand here immensely proud of the change that has taken place in the sport to which you've dedicated your life.
Yeah, incredible crowd tonight, incredible energy. Thank y'all so much for coming. Thank you for loving the sport of arm wrestling. As a longtime competitor and lover of arm wrestling, I'm so happy where we are at, and I'm so happy I got to share this with all you. Levan, you're incredible, really. What can I say? It's going to be very difficult. Alex, I think you're the only one who's maybe got a chance. You know, I wanted to do this under better circumstances, but in 2018, when Andre Pushkar died, we commemorated his death with a black band that we all wore at the event, and it's very touching that Svetlana and Lev are here today. I wanted to give you this as a memory that I kept of your husband. Thank you so much. He was a great champion, and I wish he could be here with us, but he is in spirit. So I'm glad you guys were in attendance. Thank you all so much, and Levan, I will never arm wrestle you again. All you heavyweights and light heavyweights, I'm coming for you.
Devon, don't run away just yet. The people want to hear what the plan is next. Obviously, you were singularly focused on this match, on the super heavyweight crown, on getting to the pinnacle, and yet we've seen you drop weight, and you've talked about your excitement and the potential to move down in weight and challenge the other champions, the magnificent champions in the lower weight divisions. Is that what we're going to see from you next?
There is no greater crown in the sport of arm wrestling than the open weight division. This is our highest award, and it's been my privilege to chase it. But I I don't like to say I'm getting older, but as it becomes more difficult, I think I will go in a slightly more shallow pool. The 115, 105 kilo class, I think, is where I am supposed to be. So I'll do my best to fight all you guys in that category. When, where, who, there's a lot of you. So I look forward to fighting you.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of arm wrestling, from everybody here within the packed Green Park Auditorium, and for everybody at home watching around the world, please stand up and give a round of applause for No Limits Devon LARRATT of Canada. Now, you heard it from Devon a moment ago. He told everyone here that the man he just arm wrestled truly is the pinnacle of arm wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the new super heavyweight champion of the East versus West, Levan SAGİNASHVİLİ. Levan, you and Devon have faced each other before, and you told everyone coming into this match that tonight would be no different. You struggled through an early scare, a little bit of a problem in the first round, and it looked though your wrist may be compromised. It looked as though you may be in trouble. And yet, in the second round, the adjustments were made and you backed up exactly what you said you would do.
პირველ რიგში მინდა ყველას დიდი მადლობა გადაგიხადოთ მოგზაურობისთვის. გულშემატკივრობისთვის, როგორც დევონის გულშემატკივრებს, ისე ჩემ გულშემატკივრებს. რაც შეეხება დევონს და პირველ რაუნდს, ის ნამდვილად ძალიან ძლიერია, ძალიან გაძლიერებულია და ნამდვილად პირველი რაუნდი ძალიან რთული იყო ჩემთვის. შემდეგ უკვე რაღაცნაირად ხელი გამიხურდა და ხო. და შევძელი უკვე გამარჯვება. რავი, დევონი ნამდვილად ძალიან ძლიერი სპორტსმენია და ღირსეული მეტოქი.
First of all, thanks to all of my fans, to the fans of Devon, to the fans of arm wrestling, I thank you all. Yes, Devon is very strong. He is stronger now. In the first round, I felt that. But I just got warmed up in the second round and got the job done.
Levan, we heard a moment ago Devon say that he would like to drop weight categories now and has no interest in facing you again. We've seen...
I think he's lying. 2 years. When you'll be 50 years old? No?
He pointed to the outstanding field of super heavyweights right here in East versus West. Who would you like to face next from the men that you have seen within the roster?
ჩვენ მოვილაპარაკებთ ამასთან დაკავშირებით. პირადად ჩემი სურვილი იქნება, რომ მაგალითად დენისის და ერმეცის გამარჯვებულ შევხვდეთ.
We will negotiate with Engin about this. My personal choice, I can also meet the winner of Hermes versus Dennis.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to all stand up and give a round of applause as we apply the belt, put the belt around the waist of the new new champion of the world, Levan SAGİNASHVİLİ. Nev and Svetlana Pushka presenting the super heavyweight world championship belt and putting it around the waist. Some difficulty in doing so. It's a big waist. But he is the champion. And Levan SAGİNASHVİLİ with the son of Andrei Pushka in the sport that he dominated. Ladies and gentlemen, Levan SAGİNASHVİLİ.
I also would like to say a few things. I hate to be like prideful, I hate that, but I think this has to be the best event in the history. Do you agree? Yeah. I have been in arm wrestling for 35 years. I have never seen such a thing. Even after 8-9 matches, I was like there can't be anything more. Then I remember which matches we still had. I would like to say about the last match as well. Devon said that he will not pull Levan third time, but just when you look at the round one, he was closer than last time. The surprising thing was that it seems like Levan had maybe better endurance. I don't know how that happened, but the round one, the start, everything, I saw that Devon really gave trouble to Levan. And Levan, we were right about you being the strongest arm wrestler ever lived, and you still continue that. You came here many times as a guest, and then you were special guest. First time you came here as an athlete, and you got the super heavyweight belt. So congratulations, my friend.
მინდა დიდი მადლობა გადაუხადო ჩემ ქვეყანას, ჩემ ხალხს, ჩემს ოჯახს, ჩემს მეგობრებს გვერდჩითომისთვის, ჩემს სპონსორებს, ვინც მეხმარებიან, რომ ვიყო და დავრჩი ამ სპორტში. და განსაკუთრებული მადლობა მინდა გადაუხადო ჩემ მეუღლეს ლელა, მიყვარხარ, მადლობა. და რა თქმა უნდა, დიდი მადლობა ენგინ ტერზის, რომ ჩუქნის აესეთ ლამას საღამოებს და მადლობა და უსურვებ მას წარმატებებს ჩვენთან ერთად. მადლობა ყველას.
I want to thank my country. I want to thank my family, my friends, my fans, my sponsors. Everybody was by my side. And a special thanks to my wife, Lela. She was by my side all this time. A great thanks to Engin for organizing such a great event for arm wrestling and for all of us. Thank you.